right, we're back with you, everybody. So what do you do when you partner or with your friend to open a restaurant and you both want to name it after your grandma? Which grandma is going to make the cut, right? Well, luckily for Deidre Coleman and Patrice Gilman, they didn't have that problem because their grannies share the same name. Zooming in to tell us how they're bringing spice from Gladys Caribbean Kitchen is Patrice Gilman, co-principal of that entity. Good morning to you, Patrice. Thank you for joining us this morning.
Good morning. Thank you for having me.
How are things in Canada?
It's warmer now. Yay.
Okay, and warmer means about what? 50 degrees?
No, about 65.
Okay, great. So, okay. This is a really, really interesting and heartwarming story. You guys became friends at UTech. I don't know how you ended up in Canada together. Now you're operating a restaurant that's doing really well. So give us some of the backstory. From the time you were studying here, you both obviously had a love for this industry. Was it your dream to open an establishment together?
Well, I studied at UTech. Deidre also studied at UTech, but we never met each other because she started from Montego Bay Community College, and she came over 2 years after that to finish a degree. But our paths just never crossed, and I moved to Winnipeg in 2014, and I met her at church here. And we became fast friends, and we started to cook for each other. I studied culinary arts, she also did. And people were always saying, oh, the food is so good. So we decided, you know what, maybe we should do this restaurant. It has always been my dream. My grandmother had a restaurant in Parade Gardens, Southside.
Can I tell you, Patrice, we are this morning at the Jamaica Conference Center. So Tower Street, Parade Garden. We are like right there, lady. We're in your place.
Yes. Yes, that's where I'm from. I'm from Southside. My parents are from there, and Deidre is from Montego Bay. And we just, I think it was destined. It's really an act of.
Yeah,
Yes.
that's amazing. So food prep was your first love. Initially, you wanted to become a butcher, but you changed that.
Yes. When I was about 7, my mom took me to Crossroads Market. And Simone, I fell in love with the meat. I stood there in awe. Don't laugh. I stood there in awe. And I was so overwhelmed by it. And I remember I was in 5th grade, and everybody, my teacher, Miss Siebert from Holy Family Primary, said, asked all of us what we wanted to do. And I told her I wanted to be a butcher, and everyone laughed. It was like, they couldn't believe that was something, because everybody wanted to be doctors and lawyers and all these things.
Right? There are other careers, as you've proven. Exactly. So you guys, you never met each other's grandmothers. It's ironic that you both had granny's name, Gladys. So now you decide, people tell you the food is so good. It's a long step from hearing your food tastes nice to opening a restaurant, right? So tell me about that journey between getting that epiphany that we really should do this, and then actually starting a business as a Jamaican in a foreign country.
You know, when you have a dream within you and you literally have no plan B?
I love that.
That was my thing. I had no plan B. My parents wanted me to do medicine, and my grandmother cooked, and I was very close with her. And my grandmother always said to me, if you're going to be a street sweeper, be the best street sweeper. And I fell in love with cooking. And so it has been a dream within me for a very long time. I went to culinary school, went to UTech, then went to Culinary Institute of America that partnered with Heart. And then I went on and worked at TVJ Fridays and a couple other places. And when I moved here, it was very different, Simone. It was very hard because I'm in the middle of Canada, and I don't have that big Jamaican community. But what I find was that people were in love with the culture.
Yeah.
And yes, and so we had a lot of vacationers that would come to Jamaica, and they would ask me about the food. And I was like, maybe there is something here. There is something here. And so we decided, you know what? Let us put a twist on the menu.
Yeah.
Let us bring the islands from the flavors from the island with a touch of the prairies, because we're in the prairie area of Canada.
Okay.
And so we did, and it has been a hit, and God has been so faithful, Simone.
Okay, so it also helps that Canada is very cold. Your
Yes.
Saturday soups must warm up a lot of people, but just also
Yes.
just it, Jamaica is about warmth, right? So it's almost like you're eating
Yes.
sunshine off the plate, which is a big pull
Yes.
for your customers. But tell me what else you offer there, and do you cook it
Mhm.
like real Jamaican style, or you have to kind of like modify it because the palates of the Canadians can't really manage the spice too tough?
I cook it like real Jamaican style. I really do. I cook it the same way my grandmother taught me. I jerk the chicken on the grill, not in an oven. I boil my red peas for my rice and peas. I really do it regular. Like I do it the same way. I use Scotch bonnet pepper. Not easy to get, but when I do get it, I use it. We do it the same way, and I find that people love it. People appreciate it because it's very different from the commercialized, way of cooking Jamaican food in North America.
So do you have the Jamaican community? I mean, you say there's not a large Jamaican community where you are, but
Mhm.
I know like foreigners into foreign, like New York foreign, America foreign, and also Canada foreign. If they find that hub of Jamaican food that's authentic, they're going to come there no matter how long the drive. So do you
True.
have the Jamaican community there as well as have you broken into mainstream, or what does your customer base look like?
It's interesting. I have a lot of Canadians, born Canadians who are fascinated with the idea. I have Jamaican, but what I also have, Simone, is a lot of people from Africa that they are obsessed with the food. So my African community has been a big support. My Jamaican community, the small community we have here, and people from the other islands such as Trinidad and St. Vincent and the Grenadines, and a lot of born like Canadians. It's a wide range, and I even have a lot of East Indian customers too, because we make samosas. And so we have a lot of East Indian customers too.
Yeah, fantastic, fantastic. I mean, you're doing really well, and we are proud of you, Deidre. Tell Deidre it's a big up. We know
Yes.
that things are going to grow even more from here, because once you get a foothold, with that Jamaican food, it's only up from here. Where can folks visit you if we visit Canada? Where can we find you?
We are in Winnipeg. We're in the middle of Manitoba. So we're in Winnipeg. You can find me on Instagram, Gladys Caribbean Kitchen. You can follow us. You can like our photos. You can just give us the support. Thank you so much for following us, and thank you so much for supporting us.
Manitoba, Folks, if you
Yes,
cannot make it out to the restaurant, these ladies have also partnered with DoorDash and Skip the Dishes and Local Good to Go. So anywhere you are, you can just head on down, or you can order in if you want. So proud of you,
ma'am.
ladies. Good job. Keep it going
you.
there and keep flying the Jamaican flag high. Patrice, thank you.
Thank you.
Co-principal of Gladys Caribbean Kitchen, Patrice Gilman, with us this morning from Canada. That is it for our Diaspora Check-In this week.